Hello everyone and welcome back to Making Interstellar. Today we have the final league game of the season against Napoli, and unfortunately, I say unfortunately, it's a good thing really. We've already won the league. We actually won the league after we lost 2-0 to Fiorentina. Juventus played their 37th game before we did, and they dropped points, so we won the league without actually playing. So I didn't even see it pan out on screen, unfortunately, so I couldn't really do anything about recording it. So I thought I wanted to wrap up the league, and I wanted to do the Champions League final just to be about the Champions League. So I thought I'd live come the Napoli game as the last league game of the season, and I'd review everything that had happened in the last few matches. So let's get on to that very quickly. Now, the last league game you saw was a 5-2 win against Roma. I'm going to be quite quick with this. After that, we beat Sampdoria 3-0 away from home. Balotelli, Berardi and Insigne getting the goals. We then had Juventus come and beat us 1-0. 2 red cards in that game and a goal from Dzeko. Not the best of games, so we can forget about that one now. We then beat AC Milan 4-3 in the Milan derby. Mario Balotelli, Matteo Bianchetti and Lorenzo Insigne getting the goals for us in response to their goals from Poli, Torres and Salah. Obviously we had the 4-1 win against Liverpool. And then we lost 2-0 at home to Fiorentina. Ryder Matos getting 2 goals, Sigrini getting sent off, and we just did not turn up at all to that one. Very, very disappointing result. And after we were confirmed champions, it seemed to give the guys a bit of a kick up the arse because we beat Cesena 5-1. I'm sorry if you can hear music in the background, some idiot is playing it right outside. We had goals from Berardi, Balotelli with a hat-trick and Ranocchio getting the other goal. And that leaves us in the Napoli game. We've got Benfica in 6 days, so we're actually going to we'll try and rest every single player that will be playing in the final for this one, and it also gives you a chance to see some of the fringe players playing. So go with Nocci, Abate, Bianchetti and Ogbonna, with Regini at left back. Obviously Florenzi will be playing, and obviously I'm actually going to start Signorini for the final. And so go with midfield duo of Marco Tassi and Andrea Pirlo for this one. Raumdeuter will be Churchy. Trequartista. We're running out of players. Cataldi. We're probably going to lose this game because of the team I'm putting out, but I kind of feel like I want to put out a team like this. Left winger, we actually go with Pelosi just because I don't want to play. I don't want to risk Sansone or Insigne. So he can go out there, and we're going to put Simone Zaza up front. Okay, so we're going to pick the rest of the team. I'm actually going to leave Signorini out of this squad. I'm also going to leave Insigne out of this squad. Actually saying that, I don't want to be tempted to bring on Insigne or Sansone, so both of those are sitting out in this one. So let's get just on into this game. Home game against Napoli. It doesn't matter if we win it. It doesn't matter if we lose it. You know... Oh, I didn't expect this. Flipping heck. Yeah, they've put out of their strongest team. They may well have things still to play for. I don't know. We'll have a look. But I'm just, want to give these lads a little bit of a run out. This is the last game of the season. We've won the league. Napoli still need to win. Need to make sure they finish in 4th. If they lose to us and AC Milan win, they may drop out. We are confirmed as champions, so it doesn't matter to us this game. But Zaza's through. What's he going to do here? Back to Pelosi, to Tassi. He scored a screamer in the last game of the season last year, and he didn't quite repeat that this year. He's taken a knock. He's going to stay on though. So Bianchetti into Churchy. It's funny the way we've won the league this year, because we haven't been as good in the league this year as we were last year. We were a better team last year, I feel, with Shaqiri and Kovacic. It's funny how we've managed to go on this incredible Champions League run, and we haven't exactly had haven't exactly had an easy run with Bayern Munich. We had a pretty tough group, and then obviously they're coming at us. Bayern Munich, Barcelona we knocked out. Liverpool, despite everything, they're not a bad team on this save. So we've had to we've really had to put in good performances, and we've done that, and we deserve to be in the final. And I'm kind of disappointed in a way it's not Real Madrid, because it'd kind of be like a glamour tie. Obviously Benfica, they're done especially well in their league this year. Won't give too much away, but I feel like it'd have been a much more challenging game for Real Madrid. But let's leave that. I don't want to sound cocky or jinx myself. So we've got lots of fringe players on there. A couple of youngsters in Tassi and Cataldi linking up here. Churchy should score here. He does, which is good. I want to win this game. But I think we've got quite an exciting future with this team. Obviously got Simone Scotta, who you don't see much of. You saw him in the first year. Been injured a lot. So I haven't played him too much in the first team. But Tassi has been on very, very well, as has Cataldi. And Bianchetti. He's had a decent season for us, considering he's kind of come out of nowhere. I bought him as a prospect, not really expecting him to do much though, and he's done very well for us this season. Of course, I'm going with Costa for the Champions League final for his experience and the fact that he's been there pretty much throughout the whole thing. But you know, I have confidence in Bianchetti's abilities. I just prefer Costa at the moment as a partner to Ranocchia. But anyway, back to the game that's being played now. Napoli are on the ball here. It's been fairly tight. We are winning. Tassi loses out to Jorginho now, and Higuain's through. He's going to try and get a shot off, surely. Now Callion's here. Bianchetti tackles him to Hamsik to Bernassi and saved, but he was offside. That Jorginho is a strange play. Oh, this has got to be a goal. Oh, what a shot that was. He's Brazilian, but he's declared as Italian player. I did try and sign him in the pre-season, but they wouldn't even entertain a bid, really. So it was disappointing we couldn't get him, but it turns out we didn't really need him. That's why we ended up signing Christig and Viviani, because obviously Jorginho wouldn't sign. Anyway, we're playing well. Telling them capable of even better. Simone Zaza, you've got to have a better performance for the last game of the year. And the rest of you are just going to get a bit of motivational speaking, which didn't really work too well. Okay, so Cataldi to Tassi. Ideally, I want all these players to play 90 minutes. I don't want to have to risk any of my big boys. Maybe I'll bring on Christig and Viviani and another, maybe Calderola in defence just to give them games. But other than that, no big players are coming out, even if it does lose us the game. Andre, is that Andre or Jordan? Probably Andre. Is it Jordan though? I don't know. But here's a Cardi to Callion, blocked. Churchy all the way up to Zaza. That's a dirty little tackle. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. That's got to be. No, okay, so professional foul isn't a yellow card, alright. But Churchy with the free kick to Zaza. Oh, he scored, Ogbonna. Not sure if he knew too much about it, but it's his 4th goal of the season. He's been a decent signing for us. He's joined the champions from Juventus and he's won a medal with us. I don't think he knew anything about this. I think it's kicked against him by Hamsik. It was. But that's 2-0. And our B team's doing very well against the Napoli team sitting in 4th. So it shows we are a decent team, a much better team compared to when I signed. So Regini now. What's he doing with it? Tassi. Up to Zaza. I can't pronounce. Is it Howardis or Haverdies? Oh, Bonner misses the header just after I've been praising him. And are you? Oh my word! What was that? That was awful. Absolutely awful. Okay, Pelosi now. From back down to Tassi. Tassi up to Perlo. Perlo to Cataldi. Cataldi to Zaza. Zaza. He should score. He does. And that's 3-0. We're going to make 2 changes. We're going to make the 2 changes as I said. Perlo's going to come off for Christig and Viviani's going to come on for Tassi. I don't know who that makes captain, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So Cataldi now. Yep, into Zaza. He does a little turn. He's good at those. Strikes it. Keeper kind of makes a mess of it, but I'm not going to complain one bit. And actually makes Zaza, of all people, captain, which is an odd one, but oh well. So Christig now to Cataldi. Oh, he's been tackled, but it's come to Zaza. It's the bar and it's out for a throw in. Napoli let off there. I'm going to make one more change on the 80th minute. I know who I'm bringing on. Bianchetti's season is going to come to an earlier ending. And we're going to bring on Calderola just because he hasn't played many games this year and he's been a bit complaining about it. Okay, so that's that. We won 3-0. I wasn't expecting to win this one, to be fair. And us beating them 3-0 has actually made Napoli miss out on 4th position. AC Milan have got that. And yeah, it's a good way to win the season. Very good way to win the season. And I'm very happy. This is the final league table. Us on 93 points. Juve in 2nd in 86. Roma in 81. Then AC Milan, then Napoli, and then a little bit of a gap from Sampdoria. The 3 relegated teams are Atalanta, Livorno, and Avellino. But yeah, that wraps up today's episode. Obviously, next episode will be the Champions League final, and then the episode after that will be an end of season review. and then we'll see where the series goes from there. So as always, lads, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't done so yet, hit subscribe as well. And I'll catch you all next time, and please do make sure you come back for the next episode. It's going to be a huge episode in this series, and I'll be honest, it's my first ever Champions League final on Football Manager. So yeah, that shows the magnitude of this game to me. It's going to be epic. Do not miss it. Talk to you all soon.